Hey Stampers, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Klock, coming to you for a live at lunch. And today we're going to work on two really non-stamping projects. I guess you'd call them punch art. We're going to be working with some of our dies and punches to create these two little treat holders that you could fit like a little pack of Tic Tacs in or some mini Ghirardelli chocolate candies. So let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to make our bunny first. And for that, I used the tiny treat box die, and we punched out just the treat box. And we're just going to put this together just like we normally would. It all goes together really quickly and pretty easily. Let's see. Of course, now I'm saying it's going to go together quickly and easily, but it's not. There we go. And now we're just going to take some adhesive and put that on each side to make sure that it holds. And here's a little tip. If you have the clear block in the B size, if you put that in there, that is perfect to use to press up the sides of the box. And it gives you just enough like a pressure that you can put on there and get that to seal. And it fits perfectly inside. All right, so we've got the base. Let's work on the bunny. So I used our hearts punch to punch out two hearts. One we're going to use for the front and one we're going to use for that cute little bunny tail on the back. And then I have some layering ovals for the ears. One more. And then I used our dog punch, the little heart from our dog punch, and we're going to use that for his nose. I have another little punch here that we're going to use for the mouth, and I did this one in white, but I don't know, let's try and we'll see how it looks with the pink maybe. I'm not sure. And then I have two blue ones. I did have two blue ones for the bunny's eyes. And of course, a little pom-pom for the bunny's tail. So let's go ahead and get started on his face. So I'm going to have my silicone mat because I'm going to be using some liquid glue. And I'm going to be putting down just two little dots, I hope 2 little dots, for the bunny's eyes. There we go. One, you don't need much. Okay. Now we're just going to take our little, and this I used Pacific Point. You can use any color you like. I just happen to like the blue for my bunny's eyes. Oh my goodness, that came right up. Okay, and the reason I'm using our silicone mat is whenever you have glue, it's just always nice to have this mat because then it won't stick to your work surface. Now, I don't know about this. I was going to use the pink for his mouth, like a little tongue, and then that for his nose. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put some glue right up here for his mouth. And again, it doesn't take much with this liquid glue. A little bit works great. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more and stick it right there for his nose. Okay. And I'm just going to use I have my pick tool here. I'm just going to use that to help press it down. All right. Now then I took our Stampin' Right marker and I just kind of drew in some whiskers. Okay, I'm a little bit longer. And then I took the layering ovals. Oh, well, now that I got ink on that, let's flip that over. And we'll use the back side. All right. This I'm just going to use my Stampin' seal. And we're just going to put those on. And I'm using, obviously, the basic white. And this is Blushing Bride for the pink. So I like that pink. I think petal pink is very soft. And I wanted something a little bit more vibrant, but not quite as vibrant as Magenta Madness or Flirty Flamingo or Mango Melody. not Mango Melody, Melon Mambo. Okay, I'm just going to put some more Stampin' Seal here. And we're going to put one ear on. These will look so cute on your Easter table. And then we'll put his other ear on. And now we're ready to put our bunny on our box. Okay, I'm just going to put some glue on the back of him. I'm going to put my little B block back in there. And we're going to just put that right there. How cute is that for a little table favor? I'm going to flip him over. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this little heart on the back for his little bottom. And then we're going to take that little tiny glue, that little tiny pom-pom. And if you don't have little tiny pom-poms, you could like take the end off a Q-tip and use that little bit of cotton for your for the pom-pom, for the bunny's back. Okay, so there's our bunny. And now we're going to work on a chick. I thought I had a chickie here. Here we go. So this is not quite as involved, but again, the same thing. We're just going to build up our box. Because for the chick, we're only going to put on a face. We're not going to put on the back for him. Or her, or it, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm going to stick my B block in there. And I'm going to get all ready. Here we go. And there we go. We're just going to press that up and press that up. Perfect. Using that B block in there really gives you a nice firm surface to kind of press on. Okay, we'll leave that in there because we're going to put its face on. So now we've got our chickie's face. We're going to take, again, I thought I had 2 blue dots. There we go. Sometimes they get lost in my little container. And we're going to put on these blue dots. So I just like adding fun little table favors to my holiday tables. Sometimes at Christmas I'll dress up candy bars like Hershey bars to look like Santa or his elves, or for Halloween we can do like Frankenstein. So we've done a couple of different things. Now we've got punched out another little heart, and this one we're going to put with the point side down, hoping it looks more like a beak than a nose. I'm going to kind of let that hang down a little bit, that little point right there. Okay, now we want to give him some hair. You know, like chicks have like that little tuft of fluff right on top. So I punched out another heart, but I didn't need the whole thing. I just really kind of need the top. So I'm just going to cut that away. And I'm just going to kind of fringe the pointy end to kind of make that look like a little bit of hair or a little bit of fluff. Okay, now I'm just going to cut that. I don't really need all of it. Again, I just want it to go, it's just going to go fit right up behind there. And once we get that on, we can sort of do that to make it look a little bit more, I guess, fluffy. Come on, let's go. There we go. A little bit of our glue. We'll put that on there. Okay. Now we're ready to put him onto the front of our little treats box. So there we have the little chickie. And I still thought it needed something, so I popped out my hydrangea dies, and I cut out these little like flowery things. And I'm just going to put like 3 of these on just to kind of, again, give him a little bit more personality. So we're going to put on 1. You don't have to do this. I just kind of liked the way it looked. I just thought it looked a little bit, I don't know, more interesting, I guess. And I just kind of played around with them until I found out where I liked them. And then 1 more. And we are going to call this edition of Live at Lunch done. Okay, so there we go. We'll just put maybe 1 more little one right there. I can slide that. I want to slide it right under there. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it. All right, that's it. We have two very cute little table favors. Again, they'll hold a little box of Tic Tacs or two mini Ghirardelli chocolate squares, and you can just pop these along each place setting, and there you'll be all ready for Easter. That's it for this edition of Live at Lunch. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you next week. Bye.